From the very beginning of FilmLaab, we kind of started with the old spinning disk drives. It wasn't just long-term storage, but we were using it for our active projects and editing off of them. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone at this point. It was dangerous and honestly super slow. Eventually, we graduated to using SSDs, but even that's not a great long-term solution. If you look at Parker and Danny and my desks, we have projects on those, we have editing assets, just anything you can think of on these little SSDs. When we got the news that we're getting the QNAP and expanding our storage options, I was so happy because we could now have all of our stuff in one place. Collaboration is a huge thing for FilmLaab, and usually working out those SSDs, one person will have to take the project from zero to hero. The cool thing about the QNAP though is that we have the project file for everyone to share. I'd say the biggest thing that QNAP has given me personally is the peace of mind, knowing that my disk drive isn't just gonna automatically fail, and we won't have to go to the client and say, hey, sorry, we lost your project. We have redundancy. We're shooting on the V-Raptor 8K, sometimes 2-3 cameras. The podcast team is shooting on 4 cameras in 4K for each episode. The space tends to fill up really fast. With the QNAP server providing all of this space, speed, and connection for everyone in the office, I couldn't go back.
As cameras get better, as quality and resolution gets higher, it means that our data and our files are gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's why we are partnering with our friends over at QNAP. I wanted to open up and break into what they sent us, and let's get started. Perfect, so here it looks like we've got our 8-bay Thunderbolt NAS, which is kind of like the main computer system. It's like its own system, its own computer. It's got a processing chip and everything in it. We also have an extender that they sent us. Okay, it looks like we got Ethernet access to cables, power cables, stuff like that. But let's get to what's really exciting, which is the system itself. All right, the thing you guys should know about me is I'm not very technically savvy. Like I know my way around, but this stuff was really intimidating for me. What's cool about it is it's actually a lot more user-friendly than you'd think. Really, it may look intimidating, but this is something that every creative should have and is definitely capable of setting up. There you have it. We have our 8-bay system here. Here is where we're gonna be able to put in hard drives. And we're getting our hard drives from Seagate. So there are 24 terabyte hard drives that we're gonna be placing inside of each of these bays. And now we're gonna get into the actual extender, which is where we're gonna get a lot more storage. All right, I'm guessing here we've got more cables, Ethernet stuff that's gonna connect the extender to the actual bay itself. Got power cables, the big boy. All right, here we are again. So if you guys check this out, let's go to the top-down view. You're able to see that we have 12 hard drive ports right here. And I actually didn't even know this. We have 4 SSD ports as well. So what's cool about this is, again, the other one had 8. This one has 12 hard drive slots. So that's where we're able to put in all these 24 terabyte hard drives directly into it. And not only are we gonna have access to all this storage, but there is redundancy. For one reason or another, a hard drive crashes or something goes wrong, it's going to immediately back it up onto some of the free and available drives, which peace of mind when dealing with clients' assets that they paid tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars for you to produce is priceless. Cannot recommend it enough. I am so excited to get this installed. We're so excited that literally in the next hour, we're gonna go start setting this up, building it out. I think we have like 200 gigabytes left of available storage on our current system. So being able to upgrade this, it came in the nick of time.
I have the coolest desk here. Let's just start with that, you know? I could not be more excited about the new QNAP that we got. It's right up there, the one on top of the other one, and then the extender. We've been QNAP fans for a while. So we originally bought one for storage probably a year ago, and that one had 124 terabytes, and we quickly filled that up. Honestly, it probably only took like 6 to 8 months, and then we just had to delete footage and go through it. And obviously running into that problem again, and we've been doing way more productions than we did last year. And then you add on top how we bought the Red Raptor X, which shoots in 8K, and the amount of storage that thing takes to just video something is absurd. And having these QNAPs has solved so many problems for us. With the QNAP, obviously, are the hard drives too. Hard drives is one of those things in life you do not want to go cheap. Like, Just think about the amount of time it would take if a hard drive failed or if it went bad. We have been with Seagate for a while. That's what we have in our other QNAP. That's what we have in our new QNAP as well. They've been great. And a little known fact about hard drives that I didn't know about. So this one says it's 24 terabytes. So you think you're getting 24 terabytes. You're actually not. You're getting like 21.8 terabytes. And then on every hard drive, and the way we have our system set up is you also have to have redundancies. So if there's a failure or whatnot, you're not gonna lose any of your saved data. We filled every hole on that thing. That thing has 512 terabytes, which is absurd. And that is half of a petabyte. After redundancies, after losing 2.17 on every single drive, we ended up with about 360. If you guys are building out a server rig, just know off the bat, you're automatically gonna lose at least 1/3 of whatever storage that you're looking for. And that's really important to know because you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't need the 24, I can get the 16 or I can get the 8. Just go with the absolute highest you can. Last way longer, you'll have way more storage. You don't have to reformat and get new storage later down the road, which makes it super easy for us to kind of help work off of it, offloading footage, whatever you name it. It just beef that thing up as much as possible. And QNAP has really done that for us. They've been great to work with, great systems. The interface is super easy to use. Everyone in this office and our remote staff, they're able to log in and get data, what they need and pull from it.